Today I'm going to share a little trick I use to get some horns a little bit dirtier and a little bit more interesting. I think it was Martin Scorsese when he was trying to inspire an actor to take a different approach. He said, "Don't give me real, give me interesting. Interesting is better." So I like to take that approach when I'm using virtual instruments where I can't get the real thing, and I'm not trying to go for real. I'm trying to go for interesting. I'm trying to make it something that you might not have heard exactly in this way before. So I'm going to play a little bit, and then I'll show you what I've done with it. What I've done is I've got these horn parts here that are just kind of playing this line right here. And those sound cool, but what I did is I panned those to one side, and on the other side, I doubled it with a synth that kind of has a little bit more dirt to it. And by itself, the synth doesn't sound very cool, but it blends really well with the horn. So here's the synth by itself. Right? Right? It doesn't sound very cool. It doesn't sound much like a horn, but when you blend it, this is what it sounds like together. And then when you put it in the song, this is what it sounds like. And so I tried actually just doubling the horn parts, and just putting one to one side and one to the other, but it didn't really like add anything. It just sounded like the same horns on both sides, even though, even if I had like trombones on one and tuba on the other, I just found that it sounded more interesting to have that synth in there, just to kind of like make it a little unusual. The other thing that I did to create an interesting part is I took this little section and I reversed it. And that's what creates this swell at the beginning of the phrase here. So instead of always trying to make your instruments sound more realistic, try to make them sound more interesting. You're going to find more success in trying to make your virtual instruments sound more interesting than trying to make them sound more real and trying to fool the masses.